Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joe Manganiello, 46, filed for divorce from Sofia, 51, on July 2, and Howie, 67, made a quip about her relationship status during a live episode of AGT on August 22. The U.S. Sun chatted exclusively with Howie on video about the incident that went viral. Responding to fans' intense reactions, Howie said, "I saw that." The comedian explained, "If watched it online, the loudest laugh in the room and the soonest laugh in the room was Sofia Vergara." He reasoned. "Within 2 minutes, she took a picture. She said, 'Come here, take a picture with me. I love you.' She goes, people are going to go crazy." "I know her," Howie continued and qualified. "She's a good friend." Howie remarked, "She's got an amazing sense of humor and she is looking to date." He joked, "So if you hear anything, people add Sofia on Instagram and slip into the DMs. You know what I mean." Mandel insisted he loves playing matchmaker and shared, "People don't realize I'm a giver." Although he claimed when it came to his own contacts he had no one to set Sofia up with. Howie joked, "A lot of my friends' wives would frown upon that, I'm just saying." He leaned into his friendly jest and said, "I think last year was too soon. I think the minute Joe left the house, that's the time to advertise, that's just my opinion." On TV market. On August 22, a child ventriloquist named Brain Cummings auditioned for AGT. Her skit was about her puppet coping after a rough breakup. In reaction to her performance, Howie joked, "If I have one word of advice, if you're looking for an eligible bachelor, you should have talked to Sofia because she's in the market right now." The audience booed and AGT host Terry Crews, 55, said, No, we're not doing that here." Meanwhile, Sofia leaned into the joke, threw her fists up in the air, and shouted, "Yay." Later, in a statement to ET, Howie said, "She came over and she thought it was funny. She said it was good, and said, how much she wants that. The only reason I'm doing press today is I'm just doubling down on it. I'm her bumble." She approved of the joke. "She thought it was funny," she posted afterward. "But the internet is mad," he concluded. Lo below do. Several fans on X, formerly known as Twitter, called Howie out for the joke about Sofia's divorce. One person said, "I can't be the only one who thinks this episode of AGT is weird, as ***, right?" Howie threw that low blow at Sofia. "The vibes are all off. It feels like the judges are pissed at each other and I don't know why." Another user posted, "That was so messed up at Howie Mandel making fun of Sofia, and it wasn't even funny." "Know your place, Howie," a third fan added, "Thank you Terry for saving Sofia." Saying GOEDDI. Last month, news broke that Joe filed for divorce from Sofia, citing irreconcilable differences. The U.S. Sun reported how Sofia's love of partying was reportedly one of the factors in her split. The True Blood star would often stay away from his wife when she went out in Los Angeles for parties, or even have friends over for cocktail nights at their $44 million Beverly Hills mansion. Joe, who is sober, found it challenging to be surrounded by potential temptation, according to a source. The insider shared that Sofia and Joe experienced a tricky past couple of years. Reportedly, Joe rarely visited his wife on the set of AGT during the live shows. Howie Mandel faces backlash over Sofia Vergara divorce joke on AGT. In the world of live television, moments that spark surprise, laughter, and sometimes even controversy are par for the course. This is especially true in the realm of reality competition shows like America's Got Talent, AGT, where judges are often in the limelight as much as the contestants. One such judge, comedian Howie Mandel, has found himself at the center of a storm after making a series of jokes about his fellow judge Sofia Vergara's recent divorce, much to the chagrin of fans. While Mandel is known for his sharp wit and comedic timing, his remarks about Vergara's personal life during a live episode left a number of viewers outraged. In response to the uproar, Mandel addressed the criticism head-on, defending his humor while taking aim at the sensitivity of some fans. This incident raises questions about the boundaries of humor, especially when it intersects with personal and emotional experiences, and how it is received in the age of social media. The incident, Mandel's jaw-dropping jokes. The controversy erupted during a live episode of AGT in 2023, when Mandel made what many saw as a tasteless joke about Vergara's divorce from her husband, actor Joe Manganiello. As the talent show progressed through its usual round of performances and critiques, Mandel saw an opportunity to inject some levity into the proceedings, at Vergara's expense. After one contestant's act, which involved a mock dating scenario, Mandel turned to Vergara and quipped, "Sofia, this is the time of your life to start looking for new possibilities. There's a lot of available men out there." Though meant to be humorous, the remark came mere weeks after Vergara had announced her separation from Manganiello after 7 years of marriage. Many fans immediately took to social media to express their outrage, calling Mandel's comments insensitive and inappropriate, particularly given the public nature of Vergara's heartbreak. Some even went so far as to accuse Mandel of crossing a line by making light of a painful personal matter on national television. Social media backlash. The backlash was swift and intense. Fans of the show flooded Twitter and Instagram with posts calling Mandel's jokes tone-deaf and cruel. Some demanded that he issue a public apology to Vergara, while others suggested that AGT should reprimand him for his comments. The hashtag Howie Mandel started trending, with viewers debating whether or not his jokes were in poor taste, or simply part of the job of being a comedian on live TV. One particularly vocal segment of fans argued that the timing of the joke was what made it offensive. Vergara's divorce announcement was still fresh, and many felt that Mandel should have exercised more sensitivity toward his co-star's emotional well-being. Others pointed out that, while comedians often push the boundaries of humor, there are certain topics, like a person's personal tragedy, that should be off-limits, especially in a public setting. However, not all fans were outraged. Some defended Mandel, arguing that humor, even when uncomfortable, is part of what makes AGT entertaining. They pointed out that Vergara herself did not appear visibly upset by the joke, and that her reaction on the show was one of mild amusement, albeit with a hint of awkwardness. "She's a comedian too, she knows the game," one viewer posted. Another added, "If she's okay with it, then why should anyone else be offended on her behalf?" Howie Mandel responds to the criticism. Faced with the mounting criticism, Howie Mandel was quick to respond, but not in the way many had expected. Rather than offering a formal apology, Mandel addressed the situation during an interview with Entertainment Tonight. Far from backing down, the comedian defended his comments, stating that they were meant in good fun and should be taken in the spirit of humor. "People are so sensitive these days," he said. "It's a joke. Sofia is a wonderful person, and she's going through a tough time, but that doesn't mean we can't laugh." Mandel went on to say that, as a comedian, his job is to bring levity to all situations, even the difficult ones. He argued that comedy has always been about pushing boundaries, and that in the world of live television, especially on a show like AGT, quick, off-the-cuff humor is part of what keeps the energy high and the audience engaged. "Sofia is part of the family, and we joke with each other all the time. That's what we do," Mandel explained. "I don't think she was offended, and I certainly didn't mean to hurt her." The fine line between humor and insensitivity. Mandel's remarks reignited the debate over where the line between humor and insensitivity lies. In the realm of comedy, there has always been a tension between pushing boundaries and maintaining respect for individuals' personal experiences. Many comedians, including Mandel, have long held that the purpose of humor is to help people cope with difficult situations by finding the lighter side. But critics argue that jokes about personal tragedies, especially when those tragedies are fresh, can feel less like comedy and more like cruelty. The larger conversation here extends beyond just this one incident. In an era of heightened awareness around issues like mental health and emotional trauma, audiences have become more attuned to the impact that public remarks can have, especially when those remarks touch on sensitive personal subjects. The rise of social media has amplified this dynamic, as people now have platforms where they can express their opinions in real time, often leading to viral moments of outrage or support. Mandel's defense, that comedy is meant to push boundaries, resonates with some, particularly those who argue that the increasing sensitivity of audiences is stifling free expression and the art of comedy itself. However, there is also a growing recognition that jokes made at the expense of someone's personal pain, particularly in public settings, can sometimes do more harm than good. Sofia Vergara's reaction. While fans were quick to react to the joke, Sofia Vergara herself has largely stayed out of the fray. On the night of the broadcast, Vergara took Mandel's remarks in stride, offering only a playful smirk and a brief comment. She has not, as of yet, publicly addressed the incident or shared her feelings about Mandel's joke. This silence has left some fans speculating about whether Vergara was truly unbothered by the comment or simply chose to remain professional and avoid further fueling the controversy. Vergara, known for her vibrant personality and sense of humor, has often played along with the comedic banter on AGT. However, this particular moment may have felt different given the timing and context of her recent divorce. Public divorces are never easy, and navigating the attention and scrutiny that comes with them can be incredibly challenging for celebrities. Whether or not Mandel's joke crossed a line, it's possible that Vergara is choosing to handle the situation with grace and composure, both on screen and off. The broader context. Comedy in the age of cancel culture. The backlash against Mandel's comments speaks to a broader cultural conversation about comedy, respect, and the boundaries of what is acceptable to joke about in today's society. In recent years, many comedians have found themselves at odds with audiences over material that is perceived as offensive or inappropriate. This has sparked debates about cancel culture and whether it stifles free expression or holds people accountable for harmful rhetoric. For some, Mandel's joke is a prime example of the kind of humor that should be reconsidered in the modern era, humor that targets individuals in moments of personal difficulty. For others, the backlash against Mandel is emblematic of an overly sensitive culture that is quick to take offense at jokes, even when they are not meant maliciously. Ultimately, this incident underscores the challenges that comedians face in navigating a world where humor is increasingly scrutinized, and where the lines between what is funny and what is hurtful are constantly shifting. For Howie Mandel, a comedian who has built a career on irreverent, quick-witted humor, this moment serves as a reminder that not all jokes will land the way they are intended, and that in the world of live television, every remark can become a flashpoint for public debate. Conclusion. Howie Mandel's jokes about Sofia Vergara's divorce on America's Got Talent have certainly stirred up a whirlwind of reactions from fans and critics alike. While some found his humor lighthearted and in keeping with the tone of the show, others felt it was an insensitive jab at a painful personal issue. Mandel's response, "The comedy is meant to provoke laughter and help people navigate tough times," has sparked further discussion about the role of humor in our lives and whether there are limits to what should be joked about. As comedy continues to evolve in an age of heightened sensitivity and rapid online discourse, moments like this one serve as a reminder of the fine line comedians must walk, balancing humor with empathy, especially when the jokes hit close to home. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.